Alright, you guys, welcome to the video. It's me, Seer, aka Seer in the bonus, and we are here on Twitch. Make sure you guys drop a follow to pull up to the live stream. So I saw this come out today and I'm like, you know what, let's just go ahead and watch it, because I don't know about y'all, but I love Hell's Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay, everything he was in for shows. I watched all of that, and yeah, he's just funny. So I'm interested to see the storytelling we're going to get from Patrick here. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe on his second channel. Let me know in the comments what you guys want me to react to next. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to support the channel. So look, y'all, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Patrick, where are you going to go with this? I got a lot of respect for patrickcc.
Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen, we know that Gordon Ramsay is kind of a jerk.
Get out of my way. Get out of my f***ing way. Get out of my f***ing way. Get out of my way! I'm not in your way!
Yeah, he is an a-hole.
He won't tell me, he's got no balls. Why are you throwing that risotto away?
Because it was overcooked.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh! Yes, that's the real old... He tamed himself a little more as he went on and got bigger and bigger, but bro, at first, cutthroat, like...
Come here, you fat-mouthed little stupid...
Many people attribute Gordon's antics to a fake persona that he displays for entertainment. It's just a character, they say. However, when you consider the violent and abusive life Gordon had to endure, you will understand where his rage comes from. Gordon's father, Gordon Ramsay Sr., was a violent alcoholic who Ramsay described as a hard-drinking womanizer. When his father was drunk, he'd either hit the children or throw things around the house. "We had to run for our lives," he recalled. "We spent many nights, weekends, hidden in the Department of Health and Social Security rooms." Although his father abused and neglected his children, his mother Helen suffered the most. She was beaten relentlessly, even when she was 7 months pregnant with Gordon's younger sister. Gordon and his siblings, Diane, Ronnie, and Yvonne, often sat cowering upstairs in their bedrooms while their mother was subjected to physical abuse downstairs. She often feared one day he might kill her. Gordon was already bigger than his father by the age of 12, but he never fought back. "I don't know if I could ever have hit him. We were never big or strong enough to stop him. He had power over all of us." The crazy part is, the kids often spent time in Child Protective Services. Police would take their father away during his outbursts, but it was only temporary, as they would eventually return under the same roof as him.
Damn, that domestic violence stuff is no joke, chat. Like if you ever been in that situation, like even the home environment, it's just really bad. It's like a trickle-down effect to everybody, even if you weren't directly the one being physically abused or verbally abused. It really does affect everybody in the environment.
They could not escape.
Especially
to make matters
kids.
worse, Gordon's father didn't even support the family financially. His mother was a career nurse, and his father just worked various dead-end jobs.
So this guy was a bum. Okay.
Dad would often have a fallout with someone at work and get fired, and because our home often came with his job, we would become homeless and have to move again.
Oh,
the family
Lord.
lived in roughly 16 different homes across
16?
England before settling in Warwickshire. As you can imagine, Gordon's education was negatively impacted due to his father's terrorizing presence. However, he found a positive outlet detached from his home life through football. He was aggressive on the field and could sprint really fast, which landed him a spot on the Rangers Football Club youth team. Gordon claims that he was scouted at one of his games by an Oxford United manager, which led him to being signed to the team. But an Oxford spokesman says otherwise. We don't have concrete evidence that he ever played for Oxford United, and none of those coaches around that time can remember him playing for us. This seems like a
not he made it up.
strange thing for Gordon to lie about, but nevertheless, football was a major passion of his.
How old is he right here?
It was also around this time that Gordon was finally able to flee his father's abuse for good. His mother told Gordon and his sister Diane that tension in their relationship was worse than ever. She forced them to move out of the house for their own safety. At age 16, Gordon and Diane moved out and got their own flat together in Banbury, located in Oxfordshire, southeast England. But at age 19, Gordon's dreams of being a football player were destroyed, which was the best thing that would ever happen to him. After suffering a serious knee injury, Gordon enrolled at North Oxfordshire Technical College to study hotel management. During this time, he worked as a commie chef at the Roxton House Hotel. The commis chef, otherwise known as a junior chef, is at the bottom of the food chain, literally. Most kitchen brigades are organized similarly
so they probably have him go around like doing stuff they don't want to do.
The military. Auguste Escoffier is credited for coming up with this hierarchy system while serving as a cook in the French military in the 1800s. Commis chefs help ensure that a kitchen's operations run smoothly. They perform cooking, cleaning, delivery, and other support duties as instructed by the chef de partie. After progressing through the ranks and becoming the sous chef, Gordon ran the kitchen and 70-seat dining room at the Wickham Arms until he started a sexual relationship with the owner's wife.
I slept with the boss's
Wait,
wife.
what? No fucking way.
Arms until he started a sexual relationship with the owner's
No, he did say that. Okay.
wife.
I slept with the boss's wife
He
because
was-
she made, a go for me. I mean, trust me. I mean, what 19-year-old chef, fit as a fiddle, is going to say no to a stunning 33-year-old wife of your boss?
Damn. He talking greasy.
So yeah, he got fired. However, his experience would land him his first job at a Michelin star restaurant and his first appearance on television. Michelin stars are basically the highest badges of
Chat, how many of y'all can cook for real? Y'all on YouTube, let me know if you can really cook. Like, you don't have to be a professional chef, but if you just feel like you know how to cook food good in general, make stuff taste good, let me know. Because I know, me personally, I can't cook. Check out the sushi stream on the channel. Scroll back to the videos. It's been about a month ago I posted it. Check that out. More cooking streams coming soon to the Twitch channel. So make sure you guys drop a follow on the Twitch and the Kick for more live content. So that's going to be fun. I think I'm going to make a pizza from scratch. It's subject to change, but it should be coming within about a month. So make sure y'all tap in over there. Yo, is it Jesus LeBlanc? I don't know. Or is it Jesus?
honor for
Welcome on in, fam.
restaurants.
Jesus. Okay. Jesus LeBlanc.
The stars are
Welcome
part
on
of the
in, fam. How
Michelin
you doing
Guide,
tonight?
which employs thousands of badges restaurant and his first appearance on television. Michelin
LeBlanc,
stars are
got
basically
you.
the highest badges of honor for restaurants. The stars are part of the Michelin Guide, which employs thousands of inspectors who travel around the world sampling the finest cuisine. These highly trained inspectors will visit hundreds of restaurants a year in order to identify the best of the best. Michelin inspectors are always anonymous to ensure they don't receive preferential treatment during their meals.
They're anonymous.
Inspectors book, dine, and pay for their meals in the same way as an average guest. Once each restaurant...
See, I didn't know how that worked. I've always known what the Michelin stars are, but personally, I used to watch a lot of cooking shows, so the Michelin star stuff I knew because I watch a lot of those travel shows where they go get food. So right now we're just reacting to a video.
in consideration has been inspected.
Why Gordon Ramsay is always angry.
The Michelin Guide director meets with
my
the
guy,
worldwide teams for what
patrickcc. He released it 10 hours ago.
inspectors book, dine, and pay for their meals in the same way as an average guest. Once each restaurant in consideration has been inspected, the Michelin Guide director meets with the worldwide teams for what is called star sessions, where the rating of each restaurant is debated. These sessions often last days,
Nah, I'll pass.
with each establishment considered one by one until a unanimous decision is reached. Restaurants can earn a maximum of 3 stars. Michelin quantifies 1 star as being high quality cooking worth a stop, 2 stars for excellent cooking worth a detour, and finally the prestigious 3 stars represent exceptional cuisine worth a special journey. Ramsay honed his culinary skills at Harvard.
Chat, we need to look up all the Michelin star restaurants in the United States because I want to go. Maybe I'll do like a vlog.
Harvey's in Wandsworth. This is where a legend was created. The executive chef at Harvey's was Marco Pierre White, who is not only world class but also considered to be
I've seen this
first
guy on one of those like Chopped shows on Food Network. One of those.
Chef. Marco has been rumored to have somewhat of a temper. He has admitted that sometimes he shouts and screams in the kitchen. Gordon says that Marco was brutal, allegedly one night even making a young Gordon Ramsay cry. However, this side of him is rarely seen when the cameras are on. On TV, he's more of an intense savage that struck fear into you without saying or doing too much.
No, I didn't make Gordon Ramsay cry. He made himself cry. That was his choice to cry.
After working at Harvey's for 3 years, Ramsay became
that was giving a little Donald Trump vibe right there.
Too much.
No, I didn't make Gordon Ramsay cry. He made himself cry.
This is a Donald Trump vibe right here with the hands with the.
That was his choice to cry.
Come on,
After working at
tell me
Harvey's
that's
for
not,
3
bro.
years, Ramsay became more equipped to handle the fast-paced and high-pressure trade of fine dining. He also probably learned that sometimes to run a kitchen, you need to be aggressive, loud, and dominant. The 1988 documentary Marco shows a behind-the-scenes look at the chaotic life in the kitchen. Gordon is seen multiple times throughout the documentary calm, listening, learning, and getting a taste for what it was like to be on the big screen. Sadly, his family was still suffering. Gordon's sister Diane decided to return home to live with their parents. One day, their father threw scalding hot milk over their mother, who was in bed, punching and dragging her downstairs. Diane got her mother to the hospital, where they were referred to Women's Aid, a charity in the United Kingdom aimed at ending domestic violence against women and children. The pair found refuge in one of the charity's shelters for 6 months and got help sorting out Helen's benefits. Her husband had never given her any money, likely a tactic he used to ensure
signs of financial abuse in marriage.
She would never.
Denial of access to money, intense monitoring of spending, giving an allowance, financial lies, secrecy or deception, financial infidelity, bullying and aggressive behavior, emotionally withholding behaviors, coexistence of drugs, alcohol, sex, or gambling addiction, coexistence of narcissism.
Never leave. Helen and Diane went home to find the flat ransacked and a postcard on the mantelpiece warning, "One night when you're least expecting it, I'll come back and finish you all off."
Oh,
From that
hell
moment onward,
nah.
the Ramsay family was finally free of Gordon James Sr. By his mid-20s, Gordon had already built a resume that would land him jobs working alongside world-class chefs in France, and then as head chef at La Tante Claire in Chelsea, a 3 Michelin star restaurant. However, Marco White would present something that would stamp Gordon's legacy permanently. In 1993, Marco offered Gordon a head chef position and a 10% share in the Rossmore. The restaurant was renamed Aubergine and achieved Michelin star status 14 months later. Gordon's cooking was so highly sought after that the restaurant had a waiting list of up to 6 months and bills averaging about €75 per person. By 1997,
that's a long ass time for reservation.
Aubergine won its 2nd Michelin star. Despite the restaurant's success, a dispute began between Ramsay and the business owners, who wanted to expand and turn Aubergine into a chain restaurant.
He probably didn't want to do that because the quality not gonna be the same.
Gordon didn't feel he could duplicate his cooking as a formulaic concept like most chain restaurants do. After many years of disagreements and legal battles, Ramsay—
That's legit though. You know, the business people are always gonna want to focus on money more than quality. So, you know, being a chef is kind of like being an artist. You're creative when you're in the kitchen. So people have their different processes. So to him, it probably feels like they would have had to cheapen the vision or the quality by turning it into a chain. And that's kind of an insult to artists for them to have to diminish their quality for some money. Because to them, it's not about that. It's about like perfecting it and feeling like you have confidence in the delivery of whatever foods you're creating.
Ramsay announced his departure and handed in his notice. The entire staff at the restaurant followed Gordon and participated in a walkout. Ramsay later referred to it as Black Friday. He described the decision to set out on his own as the most important day of my entire cooking career, the most important decision of my life. Gordon decided to purchase and open his own restaurant called Restaurant Gordon Ramsay in Chelsea in 1998. The journey of opening his business venture paired with a television documentary series called Boiling
1998, man, he been out here. Sheesh.
The series only had 5 episodes, but gave viewers a raw, behind-the-scenes look at Ramsay and his element. Along with his cooking methods and expertise, he tried to impress food critics in hopes of a 3rd Michelin star. Although the series was short-lived, Ramsay's vulgar language and hostile nature were on full display.
Oh, so this is the original Hell's Kitchen.
He quickly became known for his loud mouth and short temper in the kitchen. This guy got fired for drinking water.
Standing in front of the fucking glass, drinking fucking water. In front of all the customers. Fuck off!
Damn. Oh, that's his favorite thing.
Even with these explosive
telling people to fuck off is his favorite, like, that's his go-to
moments, it still feels tame compared to what would come many years later. After establishing his first restaurant, Ramsay—
Lils! What's good, Lils?
expanded and opened several restaurants across the United Kingdom. He earned his 3rd Michelin star in 2001, making him the first Scottish chef to achieve the feat and securing him a lifelong legacy at the age of 35. His second TV show portrayed Gordon in a much more genuine and humble way. Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares was a 2004 show where Gordon visited failing restaurants and helped to improve the establishments in just 1 week. He then revisited the restaurants months later to see how each business fared in his absence. Kitchen Nightmares was a huge commercial hit. Ramsay initially came off as quite relatable. He was very candid but still supportive in a positive manner and genuinely wanted to see businesses succeed. He used his time wisely, learning the staff's strengths and weaknesses and the town's culture surrounding each restaurant. He also used collective plural pronouns like we when describing each restaurant and what needs to be done, fully integrating himself as a part of the team and part of the solution, not merely operating as an onlooker giving directions. This Ramsay made for far more compelling television and left viewers excited about the food and entrepreneurship. The more poise and calculated attitude carried on to his next televised culinary show, Hell's Kitchen UK. The show created a competition between 2 kitchens featuring 10 aspiring chefs competing for a prize.
I would sit there and binge watch this all day, bro.
Prize of €250,000.
Not many shows I could do that with for multiple different seasons.
The winner could use to start his or her own restaurant. They were split into 2 teams of 6, 1 celebrity chef along with 5 members.
And just look at the difference. Now what are we going to do? Right, can we taste now, please? That is the worst risotto. Oh man, I give up. That is shocking.
No, I'm trying. My hardest, chef. Oh man.
Right, we should watch this. We should watch this.
Due to the show's success, Gordon worked with the Fox network to produce an American version with the same name. First premiering in 2005, Hell's Kitchen US followed a different format. This is where Gordon's asshole persona was formed.
You jumped up, now fuck off back on your section. Why?
Because I'm not a quitter.
You're not a quitter. You're not a fucking cook either. Move your fat ass. You donkey! Hey!
The man was always throwing temper tantrums, but I feel like it's a part of the character though.
Useless, you know that.
But to some extent that's really him though. But I'm just saying.
You're cooking in a burnt pan, you fucking dick!
The role that he has on the show is just gonna gas him even more, so.
Fucking donkey! Don't let him cook a fucking thing!
The US version of Hell's Kitchen surpassed the UK version in popularity. The show was significantly more dramatic than any of Gordon's UK shows, with the addition of loud sound effects, dramatic music, rapid jump cuts, and exaggerated drama.
Your special has now become not very special.
Oh, I remember that one. I remember this one.
Face there. Hurry up, Giovanni!
Yeah, but I'm not this face, chef.
Yeah, say that again.
I said I'm not dick face,
yeah,
chef.
You're pissed, are you?
I'm not.
Look at me in the eyes! Not as pissed as I am! You fucking are! Donkey!
It became so excessive that people online started accusing
Is Hell's Kitchen too fake even for a reality show?
Producers of staging fake drama for more entertaining television. People also claimed that the editors use editing techniques to make certain contestants appear as poor performers to justify their elimination later. The most obvious example was the case of Amanda Tech Moore, who you can clearly see cooking here, but the only problem is that she was eliminated 3 episodes earlier. Essentially, they're using old footage of contestants, for example, Gordon yelling at someone in episode 1, to justify their elimination in episode 10, even if they didn't do anything wrong that day. Since the show is not premiering live and viewers wouldn't
I throw hands as soon as he jumped at me, right? He just let him stand there. Like, I'm like, you just gonna let him do you like that? Like, me personally, I'm not going for it.
Be able to notice the difference. Another major controversy in regards to the show being staged occurred when contestant Joseph Tinnelly from season 6, during one elimination round, angrily confronted Ramsay, challenging him to a fight before being escorted off the set.
You want a jacket? You want to talk some shit? Let's go step outside, motherfucker. I ain't here for that, dog.
Bruh, I'm dead. And the dramatic music too. Come on, bro.
Incident drew criticism from viewers suggesting the scene was potentially fake and conducted to add more drama and tension to the show to increase viewer interest. However, it was this
so like he was a plant.
Tumultuous
I can see that.
Persona that may have ruined his UK television presence.
Okay, this was asked for, well done, and this person is sending it back.
And let me just tell you something. You know, in terms of well done, look, we praised it.
What is that?
That's well done.
That is well done, so stop bringing me shit!
What about this, Gordon?
That is well done!
What about this?
It's well done!
Okay,
Without the added sound
he was doing the
effects
most.
and intense music, Gordon's screaming looks less performative, which made viewers think he was actually just a jerk. But the USA audience couldn't get enough of Gordon. He was a rock star. He worked with the Fox network again to produce an American version of Kitchen Nightmares. First premiering in 2007, Kitchen Nightmares US followed the exact blueprint as the original, as the owners invited Gordon to spend a week with the failing restaurant to revive the business. However, like the US version of Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares was more dramatized and featured Ramsay displaying a visibly short temper, regularly yelling profanities and insulting his staff. Gordon once even said the F word 298 times in just 2 episodes.
298 times? That's
you saw
OD.
those 2 Kitchen Nightmares condensed into one last year when they had those 2.
I asked about the swearing. Fuck, he said, when you saw those 2 Kitchen Nightmares condensed into one last year when they had those 298 fucks, I wasn't proud of that. There has come a time when at the age of 43, I'm getting a bit tired of the foul-mouthed bully chef. But I've never tried to get the Great British Blue Rinse Nation to start falling in love with me.
298 fucks. I wasn't proud of that. There has come a time when, at the age of 43, I'm getting a bit tired of the foul-mouthed bully chef. In that
curses like his name is Lils.
that same interview, Ramsay was adamant in his refusal to pander to elderly British viewers by trying to act like anyone other than himself. So on one hand, he admits he isn't proud of his excessive outbursts. On the other, he isn't just gonna act like a proper lad to please his UK audience. Plus, in 2017, he came out with a show called The F Word, so I don't think he really cares that much. Both versions of Kitchen Nightmares produced 7 seasons and were cancelled collectively in 2014. As of September 2021, Ramsay has accumulated a net worth estimated to be around $220 million, with an estimated salary of $225,000 per episode.
Yeah.
Gordon typically earns roughly $45 million per year from his media and restaurant business. His shows account for more than 75 hours of programming and more than $150 million in ad sales for Fox. With restaurants in the UK, US, France, Italy, China, South Korea, and Qatar, his empire has expanded on a global scale. Evidently, being a dickhead pays pretty well. But Gordon is also able to act like this because he has started at the very bottom and grinded for decades mastering his craft. These days you could see him on TikTok telling people how terrible their cooking is. Whether his rage comes from his father's abuse or from the perspective of a passionate teacher wanting his pupils to learn, it never gets old seeing Gordon Ramsay absolutely destroy someone's cooking.
Alright, W video, Patrick, W video.